Hi, I'm Genevieve Lowry and welcome to today's DIY. We are going to be talking about going to the dentist. A few weeks ago, I was asked to work with a little girl who was going to the dentist. And so I very quickly ordered up some items I thought might be useful in preparing a child for the dentist. And I came up with the Play-Doh Mr. Mouth, which who doesn't love that toy? And I also found Playmobil makes a dental set, which I like because I like this chair. I think it gives a good demonstration of how the chair reclines and how it moves a little bit. I also think that this is a vulnerable position for children to lay in, so finding ways to help children cope with that is also because things go on in the kid's mouth where they can't really see and it's hard to communicate, and so coming up with raising your hand for when you need to take breaks gives some control back to the child also and makes this a little bit less threatening. So, and the other thing I needed to come up with was, so I also ordered some dental tools. Well, needless to say, none of these items came in time for my appointment. So I had to come up with something else. And that's what we're going to talk to you about today. So I happen to have around in my house an alligator puppet who happens to have some big giant teeth. And I got a toothbrush. And we were able to talk about brushing our teeth and flossing and things like that with this, as well as, in retrospect, I wish I had remembered to bring an electric toothbrush because that would have been able to better demonstrate sort of the sensation of the toothbrush that the dentist uses in an actual dentist appointment. And sort of those feelings, and you could practice it on her finger. The little girl happened to have one, so that actually worked out pretty well for me. I was also able to make very quickly some teeth out of Model Magic. You could also use Play-Doh for this. And I took a little extra pieces of Model Magic. I colored them a little different color and attached them here. And then I used a crochet hook to be the Scalar. And we were able to demonstrate sort of that scraping feeling that the Scalar does to get some of the tartar or the sugar boogers, or sometimes dentists will refer to them as, off the teeth, and talk about germs and how we can help keep our teeth clean and how the dentist helps keep your teeth clean. So the last thing that I needed to come up with was also the mirror, because I thought that was an important tool. The Scalar and the mirror I thought were really important. So I happen to have these little tiny pins. This pin happens to be a picture of my brother. We gave them to him on his 50th birthday. And so I was able to pop out the pin piece. I was able to pop out the piece that makes the pin. And I have on the other side a little disc the size of a dental mirror. And I put a little, you guessed it, my hot glue gun. I put a little hot glue on the face part, sorry brother, and then hot glued it to a popsicle stick, and voila, we have the mirror and the Scalar, and we have some teeth. I was actually able to leave these items with the parent and the child so that they could continue practicing after I left and talking about some of the coping and different ways that she can help and support her child, as well as some things that her child can do to help herself feel better. I also used these tools with the alligator, had him open his mouth, and she got to demonstrate how they get used, and this is a great way to assess whether the child is understanding what you're talking about. And at times I even had him say, no, I don't like it, I don't want to do it, holding his mouth closed, and having her then explain to him and walk through the process with Mr. Alligator and explain to him what would make him feel safe and comfortable during his dental visit. And that's a great way to assess whether or not a child has really understands what you've been talking with them about in a very non-threatening and playful, almost fun kind of way. So that's today's DIY on going to the dentist, and we hope that this is helpful to you. And I look forward to seeing you back here again next time. Thank you.